This is Uncharted. And this is The Last of Us. So, you want to try to play Uncharted or The Last of Us. So I'm going to be comparing the two games so you know what to expect in each respective game. So if you know about Uncharted, you should skip to 3 minutes and 8 seconds. I'm going to talk about Uncharted 1, Drake's Fortune. I recommend buying the PS4 collection, and if you have a PS5, also buying the Legacy of Thieves PS5 collection. Okay, now I'll start to talk about Uncharted Drake's Fortune. The Uncharted series is much more high action than The Last of Us. And Uncharted has more weapons than The Last of Us. Like, for example, it has stuff like RPGs, rifles, quicker weapons, and much more handheld weapons. I'll put all of them on screen because I'm too lazy to pull it up. So I'll just editor me, put it up on screen. And enemies in Uncharted move a lot less and hide behind things and move a lot less than enemies in The Last of Us. Only Uncharted 3 has melee sections. Uncharted has certain sections in the 1 through 3 games that have like folklore based on the place where the game takes place. I recommend playing either 2 or 4 because critics highly recommend it. But I would highly recommend playing 2 because 4 mostly focuses on his backstory. So probably play 1 before you play 2. It's just one extra game. It won't really affect your gameplay. But as a veteran of playing the Uncharted 1 through 3 in crushing and platinuming them, don't play Uncharted 1 in crushing. Please do not. It will put you through hell and back just to beat the game. I literally had a certain part where I raged, considering how hard it was. So do not play in crushing unless you want to go through hell. And especially not in brutal, because or else you're gonna suffer. Guaranteed. 2 to 3 are much more easier in comparison to 1. So do not play the first Uncharted in crushing. But if you do want the platinum, play the other 2 in crushing. But also, I'm not sure about Uncharted 4 in crushing, so play Uncharted 4 at your precaution. Okay, it's time for my fellow people that have played Uncharted first. Now it's time for The Last of Us. I recommend playing the PS4 remastered, and if you have a PS5, you should play the PS5 remastered. But honestly, the reason why I would recommend playing it with the PS4 remaster is because it comes with the Last of Us Left Behind DLC thing. But I'm not sure what the PS5 remastered comes with, so I don't know. But for The Last of Us 1, I would recommend playing it in normal, so then it's not easy, but it's not hard. But this is out of my experience. Do not play part 2 on hard, because I did it in my experience, and at a certain part, it was very hard. So for part 2, I would highly recommend playing it in easy, or else you're gonna suffer just like I did. That's the main reason why I haven't beaten it because The Last of Us normal difficulty is like The Last of Us Part 2 hard difficulty. So play it in easy. The Last of Us has much less weapon variety. The Last of Us is much more realistic in comparison to Uncharted because it has, but also this game has much less creativity when it comes to extras and stuff, because Uncharted comes with a lot more extras and more funnier skins and stuff in comparison to it, because the only difference when you beat it in the hardest difficulty is that you get an epic purple shirt instead. or at least from what I can remember it was. The action parts in The Last of Us are either fighting people or fighting zombies, and has much more stealth mechanics in comparison to Uncharted. And a feature that is exclusive to The Last of Us is upgrading weapons, like stuff like adding a scope or increasing fire rate, reload rate, or something like that. And the difference between Survivor in The Last of Us and Uncharted's crushing is that crushing makes enemies take less damage from bullets and takes a lot more effort to kill them. And The Last of Us makes it so you cannot find supplies, which is the core mechanic of the game. But because of that, it makes The Last of Us much harder to platinum, because there's a lot of achievements, and a lot of them require you to find a lot of things in order to simply get the achievements. Like, for example, there's an achievement where you need to upgrade everything. So those are the core reasons why The Last of Us is much more harder to platinum, and considering how hard it is to get those achievements, you will need a guide. The Uncharted Platinum is much more easier, in my opinion. So that's all the differences between Uncharted and The Last of Us. So I hope you try either Uncharted or The Last of Us, because both games are really good. So I would recommend, if you like this video, probably not subscribing, because this might be either one of these video essay types videos. So probably check out my other videos before you think about subscribing. Hope you like the video, and please like this video because it took a night of sleep. Please, por favor, I don't know, but please. I was trying to upload the background footage to my YouTube channel so then I could, one, upload it to my channel, save it on my device before using it in the video. But PlayStation decided to be a little bitch and wouldn't let me sign in. It was very hard. So, please like it. Please. Please.